So, you want to learn hotel management online, huh? Okay, good. Let's do it then. Let's see what we have for today. Property management system. How about that? All right. So, what is property management system? Basically, it is a software that people use to save time and improve operations efficiency. Almost every hotel department has access to the property management system and performs its own very specific functions in it. First department is reservations. What they do. Employees of the reservation department, they create reservations. For example, when someone phones the property, when they call the property, they reach the reservations department. And they share, guests, they share their own information, the details like first name, last name, date of birth, and other information with the reservations department, and they help people create booking in the system for the specific date and for specific time, because time is also important, the arrival time. And after the reservation is created, this information is saved in the system under a specific number. Then the next department that uses property management system is front office. So there is a reservation in the system already created by the reservations department, and when the guest arrives at the property, and front desk department, they already know the time when the guest is supposed to arrive. They see that under the specific box in the property management system. They prepare all the paperwork for the arriving guest. And it is very easy for them to perform the check-in functions, what they do in the system. So, guest arrives at the property, front office department pulls the information from the system, the reservation. They have a number, reservation number. If they know it, is really easy for them to pull it out and see who is arriving at what time. If not, when the guest comes, they ask him for the guest's first and last name. They typed it in the system and they see the reservation number and the whole guest profile that is already created there. And what they do, they conduct the check-in procedures in that system. They ask for the guest passport so that they complete the guest profile and activate guest stay at the property. We actually do that in more detail. I explain this procedure in more detail in my hotel management course. If you're interested, let me know and I can share the link with you so that you can learn more hotel operations, where in this course I discuss all hotel departments, their functions, what they do. I give you the report samples that a lot of time people use when they work at the hotel. And this is why I suggest to all beginners, when they get a job at the hotel, they should start with learning hotel property management system first of all, because that's I think it's the heart of the hotel. And no matter what department you work at the hotel, you will experience doing some tasks at the property management system. Therefore, the first thing I suggest you should learn is property management system, and of course the guest interactions. We also discussed that in my hotel management course. Alright, so basically, as a quick summary, reservation department creates a reservation in the property management system. Front office, they pull that information from the system created by reservation department, and they complete add additional info in the boxes and activate reservation, ask the guest to sign the registration card, and make the room keys for the guest. In some boutique and 5-star hotel, sometimes employees of the front office department or they can assist the guest with the luggage and escort the guest to show them their room. The next department that has access to property management system is food and beverage department. To simplify their tasks and what they do in the system, I will share with you the most common example that a lot of people who already work at the hotel, they know that. And this number one function of the food and beverage department when it comes to property management system is printing out the breakfast reports. Imagine situation. You checked in at the hotel and the next morning you come for breakfast, let's say it's 7 o'clock in the morning. You come to the restaurant and you meet the hostess or host at the restaurant, and they always ask you for your room number and last name. You tell them this information and they quickly see, they bring this report. They normally have it printed way in advance, and they can easily see your room number, who are you, your last name, your first name, when you checked in, when you will check out, and the information what they search for. It's a specific box in the report that says that you have your breakfast already paid in advance and it is included in the room rate or not. If yes, they quickly mark your name, your room number, and let you in the restaurant so that you have your breakfast. If not, then you have to pay additional fee, because sometimes when people check in at the hotel, they don't really know if they have their breakfast included in the room rate or not. In that case, they have to pay additional fee for breakfast in order to have access to the breakfast buffet. Housekeeping department, they also have access to the property management system. And what they do first is marking and assigning the room status in the system, so that front office can easily see which rooms in a hotel dirty, which ones are in the process of being cleaned, and the ones that already cleaned and ready for guest arrival. All right, sales department. Most of the time, the main function of the sales and marketing department is set the room rates and manage the room inventory to maximize hotel revenue. Sales and marketing department can easily set room rates at the property according to season, local events in the city, and other external events. Okay, the next department that uses property management system is accounting. Accounting department allows to pull financial information for the specific period. Usually it happens by a member of accounting department comes to the front office, and they ask to print the report from the property management system. They contact front office department and they help them out. They print out the necessary report. Sometimes some accounting staff, they already know how the property management system operates, and they can access the system from their own computer, so they don't have to ask front desk personnel to help them out and print the specific information. And then they use this information for comparison to see what information is already being transferred to the back office, to the accounting software, so that they compare the numbers, populate the specific financial reports, and they do it mostly for management and verification purposes. So they make sure that all information in the financial accounting system is accurate and aligned with the front desk system, because sometimes the systems are different, and they also have the connection between the front desk property management system and specific accounting software. But you know, there are some errors in the systems, and that's why sometimes they need to print these reports manually to make sure that everything is correct. All right, engineering department. They also have access to the property management system. And what they do is basically they allow hotel personnel from different departments type in the system if something, let's say housekeeping department, once they clean the room and they see the chair, the leg of a chair is broken, and what they do, they can type in this information in the property management system under the room profile for engineering department to see that there is something is broken in that room, because engineering department, they also can populate very specific engineering maintenance report and see what rooms, what issues they have and what needs to be done. So they print out this report and see, okay, let's say room 526, there is a chair, leg of a chair is broken and needs to be fixed. Every day they pull out this report to update themselves and to conduct and perform all the maintenance accordingly and in a timely manner. And the last department that has access to property management system is security. They don't really have direct access to the system, but they can again contact front desk personnel and ask them, for example, to pull out the specific guest profile for a number of security purposes, for example, during the emergency situations or internal security purposes, you know, when, for example, the guest forgets something in the let's say when the guest forgot something in the room, and this item needs to be properly logged and kept at the specific lost and found department. But before they do that, they try to contact the guest and inform the guest that they forgot something in the room, and then they let them know what they want to do with it. I also want to inform you that there is a second channel that I recently started where you can learn different hotels. Mostly I will try to do their international hotels. I will do a quick hotel reviews, and it might be beneficial for you to see what international hotels look like so that you can learn something. You can see the specific location of the items in the room, and you might use it during your career, or if you're a hotel owner, you can see the location and you can conduct a good hotel business. Just go check it out. I will leave a link under this video down below, and if that's something that you like, feel free to subscribe and put the thumbs up, leave a comment, ask me a question. Maybe there is some other properties that you want me to review, and I would be more than happy to do that for you. Alright, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notifications.